Hey everyone, Xeon here from Nintendo Life. Believe it or not, it's been 42 years since we've had a Nintendo Direct. It's currently the year 2064. It's been so long, I can't even remember when the last one was.
Life is horrible. I need directs. My whole purpose of life. I remember it like yesterday. February 2022 was the last proper Nintendo Direct.
Felix, it's okay. As long as we have water, we can live. Wait,
True.
Felix!
What?
It turns out there's a partner direct happening.
No way!
In the past, we just missed it.
Let's go! I'm so excited.
June 28th, 2022. We have to make a top portal and go back.
Oh, come on.
Felix,
Time travel.
we gotta go back, Felix.
Oh, wow. Did you say June 8th?
June 28th,
Oh, no.
Felix.
We went too far back.
Wait,
have to go
we
to
did?
The 28th.
Wait, what if we go back to June 27th instead, and then we predict what's gonna happen tomorrow?
Oh, that's such a great idea, Sian. You want to open the portal?
Yeah, heck yeah, I do. Hey everyone, Xeon over here from Nintendo Life, and today we're here to talk about a Nintendo Partner Direct. And by we, of course, that means I'm not alone. Who else is here? I'm not even sure.
It's Mr. Felix. It's me.
Mr. Felix. Thank you for showing up.
No problem.
So what day is it? It's going to be June 28th. We have an official Nintendo Partner Direct.
Yes.
We don't know what that means exactly. Well, I mean, beyond the fact that it'll be Nintendo's third-party partners will be showing off stuff. But how do you feel? How do you feel about the fact that that's what was announced for this week?
Okay, so I went on Twitter and then I saw the Partner Direct. It was like being posted 10 minutes ago, and at the start, I must say, I was a bit disappointing. I had like that 1 second of rush, like, oh my god, a Direct, and then Partner Showcase. I was like, oh, okay. And then I thought more about it, and the more I thought about it, the more like excited I just became for this thing, because they say it's going to be 25 minutes long, and if we look at previous Partner Showcases, this is the longest one yet, and like by 5 minutes, we have ones like we had one in October 2020 that was 90 minutes. We had one that was 8 minutes, 15 minutes, 11 minutes. So like normally these are pretty short. So this is like, we also just have a lot of third-party stuff that could get announced.
So I will say at first as well for me, I saw that email. I was surprised that was what we were getting this week.
It's so Nintendo to do this, right? You like just expecting that regular Direct and we have a Xeno Direct and a mini partner showcase.
Yeah.
How about that?
And I think part of me was a bit disappointed as well, but then once you and I like started going back and like once you were telling me too about all the things that have been announced in like past partner directs, it got me a bit more excited about like what could still come from tomorrow. So I think the fun thing that like I'm gonna have with this discussion at least is kind of like looking back at the past and seeing like, you know, kind of speculating based on that, based off of recent trends of like all the things that they did announce back then. We can kind of get a good gauge for what we're gonna see here as well. So so I do have some things written down. I know you have some things too that you're hoping to see too, or even just ideas. Yeah. So, but is there any other housekeeping, I guess, that you want to get out of the way right away, or do you?
Well, one thing I want to mention is I think Alex mentioned to me before, like he's off this week, so he isn't here to talk with us. But he did say he had a theory, and the reason why he thinks we don't get a Direct like around this time is because, you know, E3 was cancelled and Nintendo probably went down and thought, well, we'll just wait. We have so many stuff on the table. We have, you know, we have Pokemon coming out. We have Splatoon. We have Xenoblade. We don't need a Direct right now. So we'll just take it off. We'll just do this at our own pace. We'll have a Direct like maybe later. But they probably had a lot of obligations with third-party studios, and you can't just go and undo that. So what they might have done is just think, well, we'll just put everything we had to put in a regular Direct and just make a partner showcase.
If I was a third-party partner and Nintendo, and we had agreed with Nintendo to show off blank game, you know, in a Nintendo Direct, and Nintendo came out and said, actually, we're not going to do a regular Direct, we're going to do a partner showcase, I would probably be upset.
Yeah.
But after we, you know, went back and kind of took a look to see all the different things that got revealed,
Partner showcase isn't a bad thing.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, there have been bad ones, but there have been some great ones too, right? Like I guess this is probably a good time to get into that.
Good segue.
Yeah, they all vary in length too. Any time from like what was that, like 8 minutes long to like almost 19 minutes long. But so this
Yeah.
is the longest partner showcase that we've had so far. But in the past, we've seen things like Shin Megami Tensei 5, No More Heroes 3,
And
Bravely
I
Default 2.
even think the Shin Megami Tensei 5 was in the 8-minute direct.
You're right. I think it was. It was like there was a WWE like all the Battle All Stars game or whatever
Yeah.
that that thing took up
Yeah.
so much time. Even Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, like things like that. Cadence
I think
of Hyrule
that was actually
too.
announced before. I think it was more like they were just saying, hey, it's coming. Because they like shadow dropped that on Twitter, just like Paper Origami King. It was just like, well, here's the new game.
Yeah.
And they probably just had to get the word more out there.
But I think it's
And,
cool that we at least can see like those. Nintendo considers those things partner showcase worthy.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
something like Splatoon 3. Or Breath of the Wild 2, or Mario Kart DLC, like those things are probably off the table for this this direct
they
mini.
are. They are not like partner, like the first party stuff.
Right.
It can't be in this.
Yeah, same with even too. I was thinking about like, could we see Metroid Prime 4 here because they work with Retro, but Retro is actually owned by Nintendo now, so we probably won't see Metroid Prime 4. But we could see, like, does that mean that we could see a new Metroid 2D game from Mercury Steam? Or like some other Metroid game, you know, could something like that appear in this partner showcase?
Well,
I think it's totally feasible.
a thing I love about like discussing stuff is like you can talk about just things that you just really hope, like all your like dreams, and most of them probably won't come true, but it's just really nice to hear other people's like opinions on like what they think is going to be announced. It's going to be really fun to like look in the comments and see all people's different wishes and see which one comes true and stuff. And one thing I do hope come true is please Hollow Knight Silk Song. They
Yeah.
announced it for Xbox, and I don't see a better time than here. You have brought up the argument that you find it to be, you know, it's an indie game, but I just feel like it's so big. It's just, I don't think they would show it off at an indie. I think at least Team Cherry would want it at like a proper director partner showcase. But I don't know. I really hope it's going to be there. It could be nice.
I think it depends on like people's definition of indie as well. Like,
yeah, true.
I think Hollow Knight has outgrown the indie space in a way, but at the same time, like Shovel Knight probably also has as well. And Shovel Knight to me is still, Shovel Knight's like the king of indies, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think calling Silksong an indie or even that it deserves to be in a bigger spotlight, I think is totally fair. But I guess for me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it still was shown off in just a standard Nintendo Direct or a partner showcase or the indie space.
But you know, at the Xbox thing, you know, it was one of the first things they announced. It was a really big deal. Everyone on Twitter was talking about it. It was just like day one Xbox Game Pass. Silksong is really anticipated by a lot of people. So
I suppose too, if they were to show Silksong off in like an indie showcase, it probably just would it would steal the show. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's a good thing too, is that maybe it would get shown off in a regular Direct to not draw attention away from the indies and let the indies have their time, because those indie showcases are really meant for them. So I guess I would be fine seeing Silksong in this presentation.
I would be pretty fine.
Pretty fine. You'd be ecstatic.
I'll be ecstatic. Yeah. Holy damn. Silksong is not the only games could be announced. We have a lot of games here to cover.
Yeah.
And I think you should kick us off with some other games.
So one thing, you know, especially with seeing how Nintendo has handled the other partner showcases in the past and shown off things like Bravely Default 2, I think it would be fine to see something like Bayonetta 3 or even Live Alive that comes out next month in July.
Oh, Live Alive is... I would love to see more about that.
and
they
that's-
have showed a lot on Twitter and stuff, but just it looks so gorgeous. Also, Bayonetta 3, maybe a release date. That could be cool.
And like Live Alive's one of those games, like I already have it pre-ordered, I paid it off at GameStop, I have the physical edition, I need it day one. So I don't need to see any more about it, but I really want more people to be convinced to check that game out. And just because I don't know, it's one of those games that so few people have like really played it since it was never translated officially in English, and so it kind of feels like for the people that kind of like classic Super Nintendo RPGs and stuff, they're finally like getting a new one in the modern day, and it's it's really special. So I think it'd be cool to see Nintendo touch on that a little bit. But what is there something else that you like would love to see or think super random even?
Well, maybe we see some Advance Wars.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
That got delayed. Was it indefinitely?
Yeah, it's like in limbo.
Yeah, there was the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. I don't know if it was because of that it got delayed, but all the wars and stuff. Maybe they thought it wasn't appropriate to release at that time.
Yeah, or it wasn't the right time.
It was just an unfortunate time to release that game. It would just be nice to know when it's coming because the game, it is done, right? Because it was supposed to come out there.
Through the grapevine, it sounds like it's done. Yeah, but
Yeah. Another thing I hope we see is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That got announced so long ago.
oh yeah. And we haven't seen anything since they revealed it. Is that right? Like, didn't they reveal it and give us a bit of gameplay in that big cinematic trailer?
Yeah.
And I don't think we've seen anything since. I could be wrong.
Was it at
but
Treehouse? I don't remember if it was at Treehouse.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But either way, I would just love when it's coming, when
Yeah.
just know more, because it looked like it was different from the first game. The first game was good. It was really good. Much better than I anticipated, at least. It just looked like a really weird crossover, but it turned out to be an actual fun game with a lot of charm and personality in it.
Yeah, like the Galaxy-esque setting of the new one kind of, it's a bit more intriguing to me too.
Yeah. Rosalina Rabbit.
Yeah, little
Damn.
Luma rabbits.
Peak character.
I think there's a lot of like, I don't want to say that it's a guarantee, but I think it wouldn't be a surprise to see like the Cuphead DLC shown off. Or,
Oh, yeah.
Or like Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak DLC too, because those come out on both the 30th, I think. And there's a few other things too, like that we could see like more glimpses of, like Klonoa, the Fantasy Revere series like collection that has Klonoa 1 and 2 that comes out in
Yeah.
July, so maybe we'll get like another look at that. But then a lot of the other things we have on our list to like speculate and talk about, I feel like a lot of people haven't been talking about and might surprise people.
That's
But-
not true. People have been
Oh, yeah?
talking about Persona 3, and Persona 4.
Oh,
Yeah, we just slipped that slipped right through our fingers.
That's true.
That's a thing. I mean, if it has to come, now's the time. It got announced for like Xbox and
Well, and these actually don't come out on Xbox for a while still either. Persona 5 Royal is slated to come out in October of this year, but 3 Portable, not FES, and Persona 4 Golden don't have release dates at all yet, but they could still...
Do you think we could see this on Switch, Sion?
Yeah, I think so. The Switch is like the perfect Persona machine if all of the companies would just work together properly. Like Persona 3
Yeah.
Portable was a PSP game originally. Persona 4 Golden was a PlayStation Vita game, and to
Yeah.
have them on like Steam and like other platforms before Switch just feels really weird. So I think it's probably just politics.
It has to come. I'm just like, right?
Yeah, I think
I mean, it came to Xbox.
right,
Come on.
right.
It's
I mean, Xbox has got some weird exclusives in the past and stuff.
They have
to
so
try
much
and, like-
money. Oh,
Yeah,
it's so
exactly. Yeah.
They have so much money. It's so cool. Not saying that Nintendo doesn't. I mean, they're Nintendo.
No,
I'm
but you're
sure
right.
They have loads of money.
Microsoft could probably throw some money to like make exclusives like that happen, and they'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time before we get this on Switch. But
Okay, but now that we have all the big stuff out of the way, was there like any small stuff that you thought about?
So I was actually kind of surprised. Recently, Capcom held their own presentation around the time that E3 would have been, and they showed off some Resident Evil stuff for other consoles, some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak stuff, but not really much for Switch beyond that Sunbreak content.
Yeah.
But last year, they released the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles on Switch, which is remakes of 2 3DS Attorney games. And I was hoping to see something Ace Attorney related in that presentation, and we got nothing. And
Wouldn't Ace Attorney just be great?
yeah, we have so many already on Switch. It's always been a big Nintendo series.
Yeah.
And the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles just sold 500,000 copies. I thought it was 1 million, but I was wrong. 500,000.
Still a lot of copies.
Yeah, that's good sales numbers considering I don't know what it's tracked in the past. But I would love to see Capcom at least announce that a new Ace Attorney game is in the works, or give us a look at it, or maybe bring over a few other classics, because there's like a few other Ace Attorney games that we still don't have on Switch yet. It would be nice
You
to
just
see.
got me thinking, Sion. Like, they did not talk about like Nintendo in like any of the big showcases like at around E3. So that makes me think
That's true.
maybe they have just been holding off for this partner showcase. Maybe this partner showcase is worth looking out for. Maybe it's like, oh, I had like a really good title for the video just before. I can't remember it now. It's like,
Well, I think a lot of people, like me specifically, even too, when I rolled out of bed, and I actually was still in bed when I saw that email, and I was just like, I kind of like sighed and was like, ugh, well, it is what it is. It's fine. There's still gonna be some cool stuff, but I have a lot more hope, at least looking and seeing what Partner Showcases had done in the past, because I think that one just really kind of ruined it for a lot of people.
Yeah, I remember watching that with Shin Megami Tensei, and I didn't know about the game, and I was like 8 minutes. This was rough. At least for people who didn't like Shin Megami Tensei.
So with this Partner Showcase, we're probably going to get a few surprises. I mean, we're going to get some things probably that we already knew about, some deeper looks, but
oh yeah.
But hopefully there's just things that we never would have expected. And one of these, I saw some people kind of mulling around on Twitter about this a little bit. But I don't think we've had any cool collaborations with Microsoft in a while. We did get Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo Switch Online, but what if we got more Banjo games? Or what if we got...
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie.
One of my friends on Twitter was talking about Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts potentially coming to Switch. And I know not a lot of people really like that.
Fan favorite. Let's go. It's
not a bad game. It just isn't a good Banjo game. And like the story's fun and fine. It's wacky.
The art style's also...
Yeah, I don't like the art style either. I completely agree. But
it's like when you see Banjo in Smash Bros, you're just like, this is what it should have looked like. It looks, it looks so good.
Yeah. There's no way that Microsoft let Nintendo take Banjo for Smash just to like say, hey, can we also give you Banjo for Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Switch Online? Like that can't be the only way that Banjo lives on. Like there has to be a new game in the works.
You think there is a game in the making?
If Microsoft was smart, they would definitely have some sort of new big Banjo game in the works.
You think they would announce it at a direct? Like they wouldn't just announce it themselves?
That would be pretty wild. I could.
It would be wild.
I mean that would always be nice. It would always.
So come back here tomorrow when Banjo is announced for Switch.
Banjo. I don't want a remake. I want a real Banjo 3. A real Banjo 3.
Banjo-Kazooie Kazooing the Wild.
Kazooing the Wild. It's Banjo-Kazooie, but it's Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
As long as the environments are lush and the contrast is dialed all the way up, or the saturation, just turn that up. Felix, is there anything that you think would be insane to see but would make you happy? Is there a series that you want to come back, or something you never gotten to play that you would love to see like on Switch? Do you want Buzz, your monkey Buzz game from the PlayStation 2 to come to Switch?
I would love Buzz. Oh my god. Jungle Party on the PlayStation 2, the best game ever made. If that comes, I don't know, I would do crazy things.
How would you play it though? Because a Buzz was like you had to play with a special controller.
It's like the NSO where you can like buy exclusive controllers, Buzz controllers to the Switch.
Buzz controllers on Nintendo.
Would be so good.
You can use your phone as a controller, or you can buy exclusive
the Buzz for
$300
and it goes on sale and then it's gone in 3 minutes.
Oh, just like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition?
Yeah, and just like the NSO 64 controller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I just can't get a hold of it. I need it in my life. It's always sold out. It's like, it's live now, and then I go in and, nope. Psych. April Fools in June.
At the end of the showcase, Nintendo announces, and by the way, Nintendo 64 controllers are also available for the next 30 seconds at the end of the partner showcase. So do you think we'll see anything for Sonic Frontiers?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, it is third party and it is topical. They've showed stuff at other showcases. We could definitely see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see anything for Switch yet.
Yeah, I suppose IGN did sort of have like the lock on a lot of reveals, and there was that Summer Game Fest tease in there as well. But
maybe there's just like a small little trailer saying, like, reminding people it's coming to Switch.
Yeah. I think if they gave us a little bit more of something, I think that would be fine to keep us talking about it, I suppose. But
yeah.
But at the same time, like I want something big. So I don't know. If they show something, I'm not mad. I just want more.
What's the biggest thing they could announce?
Oh, the biggest thing? Oh man, probably just like a new IP, like a new IP that isn't like a multiplayer team-based shooter. Like I just think a brand new IP that's exclusive for Switch or is like just going to run well on Switch. I don't care if it's cross-platform, it doesn't matter. But I think just seeing something new would be great, because I think a lot of my hopes and dreams for a long time have just kind of been, I want to see like rehashes of things that I like, or I want to see sequels and remakes, you know, but
our hopes for this like direct are a lot of stuff we already know about, like stuff we know is coming at some point, but you know, we just want to know more. But it would be cool to see stuff we just didn't like even could imagine would come.
yeah.
But we also have to manage our expectations because after all, you know, it is a partner showcase, but after all the things we've seen, I have a good feeling in my tummy and I'm excited to see the direct tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's a good outlook to have with it too. Is, you know, we talked about a lot of things that could get us really excited, and almost none of these things could actually happen for tomorrow.
Yeah, probably nothing of this will happen. But if they did, you heard it here first.
True. Hopefully you did.
Hopefully.
And even though if none of it happens, you know, we're still going to get games announced tomorrow. It's still going to be a good day. The things that we do want, even if they don't get announced tomorrow, they'll get announced eventually.
And
right?
our schedule is already packed. You know, we have Splatoon, Xenoblade, we have so many games coming out. So even if there's nothing you like, get cracking with that backlog. You have so many games left there that you still need to play, so get cracking.
That's true.
I will do so too. And if there is games coming, my backlog is just going to be very, very unhappy, but I'll be happy, and that's the most important thing.
Future Felix will be just rolling in it, rolling around in the ground in your games. Hypothetically as well, the last thought that I just had
okay,
is they could just shadow just drop a game tomorrow that's already been revealed.
Yeah, Silk Song. I think it's
Silk Song Partner Showcase. Bang, mic
Wouldn't that
drop.
just be imagine the mayhem on Twitter. Silksong just shadow drop. Twitter would just crash. It would just be so,
never make fun of a partner showcase again.
Yeah, it would be so insane if that happened. It will never happen in a million years, but wouldn't it be funny?
I think it'd be
It would be so funny.
If Doug Bowser really did come out at the end of the partner direct and said something about Silksong and just like dropped a mic, because a lot of people like look at Doug
I would love
Bowser
to see
and
Doug.
We don't really have great reasons to love Doug. He hasn't really been like in the forefront of anything, but that would win him some brownie points. If Doug's watching this video,
I want them to shadow drop Doug Bowser's Home Office, the game. You
sorry
just play
everyone,
as Doug
I'm gonna
Bowser.
get back to playing Hollow Knight Silksong on my Nintendo Switch family of systems.
Dropping now.
Like Reggie in the Animal Crossing just goes
Yeah,
back
he
into
takes
his
it up
house.
and then, oh, by the way, and then it's out now.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean play now? Well,
Yeah.
what do you think could be shadow drop tomorrow?
Well, you've probably already seen this, so it won't be a surprise to you necessarily because it's in my notes, or at least the game is written down. But I think Portal Companion Collection could just come out tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Because like
that could definitely come out. I would love some Portal games. Yeah.
when it's the kind
I've
of
not
thing like they've been out forever. Like they don't really
Yeah,
need to
but
like drum up hype and stuff for them.
No. People know what they like, very recognizable. And I, for one, haven't tried the game, so I'm just like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and I've only played Portal 1, so I like.
Yeah.
And Portal 2 has a co-op campaign. We could play Portal together, and it would be really smart of them to just release it. I think it would.
Out today.
I think it would do well.
I mean,
Yeah.
my prediction was the worst prediction ever. Yours prediction is actually, it's actually pretty good.
What is the
I
worst
could see that
prediction?
happening.
What is it? I want to hear it now. No, but that's fun. Come on, if that happened, oh, that would be so cool because it really would just change the way that people look at these partner showcases from now on. Nobody
I will have like my grandsons ask me, what happened on the 28th of June 2022?
Grandpa, tell me.
I have something to tell you.
Tell us the story. Tell us the story, Grandpa.
Tell us the story of how Silksong was shadow dropped the 28th of June 2022. Well, I was watching the direct with Sion, and then Doug Bowser appeared.
Is that what's that in his pocket? Is that a Silksong special edition Switch
A Switch Lite special edition
with a
my
D-pad
God.
and everything? Wow. The preferred way to play Silksong? Wow.
Man,
Grandpa,
so
can I
we-
play on your special edition Silksong Switch? Please.
Oh, please. No, you can play on my Hollow Knight 3 special edition Switch 2.
Hollow Knight 3. How far in the
Knight
future is this?
Well, it's grandkids, so
That's a
far.
good point. That's a good point. All right, Felix. Well, I think we've spent enough time speculating. I guess we'll just be back tomorrow with full-on thoughts once we see what all happens.
Yeah, we'll have our reaction up of the stuff we like, and then after we'll have a talking about everything that was revealed and what we liked. Hopefully it's something cool. And if it isn't, well, that's life for you, and that's all right.
Of course. So make sure that you're subscribed to Nintendo Life so that way you get the notification when that goes up tomorrow. And of course, let us know what you expect or hope to see, or what you think absolutely won't happen. Just let us know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks, Felix, for hanging out and chatting with me, spewing your direct mini partner showcase.
Anytime, Sion. This was lovely.
It was good.
Love talking about directs, even if it's a partner showcase.
Even if it is. And it is. So we'll see what happens. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and we will see you tomorrow.
I can't believe they're going to reveal a Banjo-Kazooie 2 Special Edition Switch.
It's going to be expensive.
It's going to cost $5,000. They're only going to make 5 of them.
It's going to be made of gold, and Alex is going to have to sell his house to get it.
And he will.
Mm-hmm.
He will
He'll
do it.
do it.